Today on the show, I am joined by Tracy Chappelle, aka Swore in the house. How do you do?
I feel so good. You should call me Miss Musa.
Okay, all right, that's right. Maybe I have a review and a rethink though. Anyway, great game it was, and the whole of Nigeria was agog with celebrations, happiness, and jubilation. It's been a long time coming, and here we are eventually.
Yes, here we are eventually. Basically, there was a lot of pandemonium on the streets. I got to watch the match in a big fan park kind of thing, and it was beautiful. It's like it's a long time coming. Nigerians have been waiting to get that hallelujah moment, and with a moment of radiance and then team effort, we got two beautiful goals that it was like we're playing game. My brother, even if I lost my bet, I'm still happy.
All right. Welcome back from the break. It's Inside Sports on TV. So if you are one of those who actually enjoyed the game that saw Nigeria defeat Iceland by 2-0, then you should be absolutely excited. So feel free to hit us up. That's our email address right there on the screen, insidesportsng@gmail.com. All right, let's go straight to the game, Swore. Let's focus on the first half in particular. Now, Sigurdsson was an amazing player. He had amazing crosses, and he also was taking that a win by scoring that first goal in the free kick, but thanks to the goalkeeper who actually saved that. So let's focus on the man Sigurdsson for a few minutes, although he missed the penalty in the second half. But what say you about the Iceland team? The Iceland team, we've already known what they can bring right from time we have seen their handwork from 2016 and rolling down even till now. They are a team that are compact, they are disciplined, and they know their roles, so nobody tries to overdo. You do your own, I do my own, and everybody's fine. I had always said going into the World Cup that there were 3 key players for Group D that we should be watching out for, and unsurprisingly enough, Modric is one of them, and he has shown working. We've also seen Sigurdsson with his crosses, with his set pieces, with the vision of clarity for his passes. The technicality of his game is beautiful to watch. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get that penalty in. I just figure that, you know, I know we're Nigerians and we're religious sometimes, but maybe the god or goddess of football was on our side today, on the day of the game. But really, so far so good. Sigurdsson has been a beacon for his team. I mean, the way he gingers Ragnar, not Lord Brooke, Ragnar. And what's that beautiful one with the bird? It's the captain himself.
The
and,
captain. I mean, they marshaled their forces. Yeah, it was just not their day.
They tried.
Basically.
Let's also get to see the first goal scored by Nigeria. On TV is the show. Joe Hansen, Be My Name, Swore is in the house, and we are about to focus on the next game. They are also in the group, and we are talking about Argentina versus Croatia. That match was absolutely stunning, and our focus on Group D today will prove that. Now, first, let's talk about the pinpoints, the main man, Lionel Messi. Of course, we don't need to say so much if you've been following on social media, even in Argentina right there. Even Diego Armando Maradona, they've criticized Messi, aside from the coach Sampaoli. They've said Messi did not come with his A game. It was sure, it was certain, right from the national anthem, right from the blast of the whistle. It was quite pathetic for Argentina.
I think there's a chemistry. First off, when Messi did his Yama moment, he should have left. I mean, whether they put a bronze statue for you or whatever, you leave when the applause is loudest. We already know the way teams like Argentina and Brazil set up. They bring out one man to be their hero, and anything that happens, they crash down on him. They like setting up their heroes to stone them down. Messi is not the only man in the team. If this was like fencing, I would say, yes, Messi did not bring his A game, so what? Spain is a classic example of people that did not bring their A game, but other players stepped up to the plate. I mean, there was a Dybala, he was put in, okay, yes, you've been waiting for your moment because Sampaoli doesn't really like you. You play in the same position as Messi. And then they put you in and you are very lethargic. What should Messi do? Carry banger and carry drum and start banging on everybody's brain and their legs so that
well, they're saying he should have proven to be a captain in that point by gingering the boys, telling them, let's do this. I'll tell you this, I'll tell you straight up from my own point of view of analysis. I think Messi was actually understudied and he was well taken care of by the Croatians. So he had no shot at goal that would have been quite perfect.
Because there's a Modric and a Rakitic. But this is the thing. When they were going into the Spanish match for Portugal, I remember Cesc Fabregas yapping off and saying, everybody has studied Ronaldo, so everybody knows how to tackle Ronaldo. It's the same thing for Messi. Messi didn't have support. That is the gospel
Did
truth.
Ronaldo have support?
No, that's the thing.
I don't want us to go into
no,
the
no,
Ronaldo.
no, we're not entering Ronaldo's.
But
the way the South American team sets up is different from the European team.
Okay.
You can allow individual brilliance. In the Southern American team, that's why you're having problem with Colombia, because nobody's supporting James Rodriguez. You're waiting for Messi to fall back, to deliver the passes, to run in and collect his pass again. And the rest of you, I mean, they have Otamendi. He was in top EPL team of the season, and you could not even draw a classic defense, and you expect Messi to do an 11, do a 7, and still run back and do 8 and do 10 and even jump into 9. It's not fair.
But you agree with me that this World Cup is actually a World Cup that I would say a World Cup of uncertainties. The big boys are not showing up.
Some are.
No, just Cristiano Ronaldo. That's all. Who else? I mean, it took Neymar tears and pain for him to actually prove that, oh, I can do this with all that. But let's focus on the goals that were scored in the game between Croatia and Argentina. First goal, Rebic, and the mistake by the goalkeeper. Second goal, no doubt, by Modric. These two goals proved the breaker, so to say, breaking the camel's back.
Yes.
And leading to the third.
It did. One thing I would say is the chickens will always come home to roost. Caballero has been making that cocky mistake right from time in the EPL. And sometimes he gets away with it. Sometimes the defenders are alert enough to cover up for him. But then again, that goes to the problem of Argentina. They were lethargic. They are making the mistakes that Germany made. I mean, every other past World Cup winner has made. When they come into the next World Cup, they feel like, Baba, we are the big boys. So when you see my boy, you see my shirt, you see my name, fear me.
Fear me.
Nobody will fear you.
It's not working in this World Cup.
It's not.
Let me tell you the truth.
It is not.
It's not working in this World Cup because everybody, if you're taking time to study all the games, it's a bit different.
I mean, see Japan.
Japan, I must say this right here on air. Japan seems to be one of the countries that I am fearful of. These guys are very fast and they're very technical at the same time. Let's also focus on the last goal that was scored by no doubt Rakitic, and this one, the Argentines were actually expecting an offside. And it didn't come.
That's the thing. The Argentines were playing like Barca in La Liga when they're playing one of those Catalonian teams that will be like, you know what? The coaches and the referee, they will be on our side. Dude, you will defend until they tell you stop. That's the thing I love about the VAR these days. Defend until they tell you stop. If they say stop the play, then you stop the play and then you go back. But nobody was stopping the play. You guys shifted. Referee was quiet and you were still waiting because you are entitled. So entitlement is is bliss right now.
That's it. Leaked the team list of the Super Eagles a day before the match against Croatia. I actually thought it was 5 days, but it was actually a day before the match. Now, besides that, Gernot Rohr and the NFF, the entire body, complained to FIFA, and then there was a change. And while they changed, they actually brought Annette Brown to take over. But many have allegedly said that it was because of this leak that led to Gernot Rohr changing the entire formation in the first game that we saw them play against Croatia. I don't know how true that is, but
it's a beautiful thing. If you watch a lot of trailers, you would be like, what if it was a planned affair? That he will leak the team list so that everybody, it will be like misdirection for them, and they will swing one way and then will swing the other way.
Well, that's another way to look at it. I mean, the movie plan.
No, it's possible because something needed to shake in the Super Eagles team setup, from the formation to the players who start and the positions they play. And so far, so good. I don't think it's a bad thing. If Nigeria actually reaches the semi-final, somebody should give the man a Medal of Honor. And meanwhile, while we're on this topic, this is not the first time that a media officer or a member of the team in the World Cup will be very overzealous. I mean, you saw the story that broke out for South Korea, that they had their player or assistant coach sneaking into a closed-door meeting for Sweden. Dude.
Bad guy.
Dude.
Bad guy.
Dude.
Bad guy.
For king and country, why?
What's going on?